Okay, welcome everyone to.
Hello. Good to see you.
I forgot to start like that. Welcome everyone to Random Adventures episode 24. I just wanted to kind of run over one of my personal, enjoyable blood codes is Queen's Ribcage because I typically tend to build the entire build around Twilight since it's a Pierce Lightning, very exciting, very fun kind of a gift, and you can buff it and accelerate it and get lots of iCore for it, and it can be a lot of kind of a straight line AOE since it pierces multiple enemies and gets multiple kills, and it's very strong when you run it into a huge group of enemies. It's just a fantastic gift, and typically I pair up with the Brionac as it has one of the highest drain ratings for slashing in the game, paired with weapon drain rating up, which adds a zero point 0.2 to your weapon drain, and then paired with blood-sucking blades and hunting feast, and we want to be quick at all times, so we have several options here for dark gift veils. So you have, if you want to be light and quick, you have the Ivory Grace in its different various forms here. That's a great dark gift or a dark veil, but it's very light. Then you have something a little heavier, which is the Collateral Spur or the Suicide Spur, whichever color variant you go with. And this has really high dark scaling, as you can see here from the card, 1434, so it's a little bit higher than the Venus Claw we have. There's not really too many dark Hounds Veils. These are all just kind of, like defensive wise. The Hedgehog Fort kind of has some dark in it there, 1208, but it doesn't go extremely high. So it could be something, but it's extremely heavy. So most of the time you won't be quick. So it's kind of, you wouldn't pick that one up. The Swan Fatigues or the Raven Fatigues. This has some dark built into it. This is a good early game uh, dark casting kind of a blood veil, but it's on the fairly heavy side as well. As you can see here, it kills our quick mobility. It puts us into a normal weight class. And the Dust Garb is not really anything. It's more of a tank. Uh, Blood Veil, same thing with the Queenslayer Thorn. It's just kind of a more of a resistance based for the different abilities and things that are in the game. Um, then for the Claw Veils, the Dawn Claw is more of just a slashing backstab kind of a veil. The Noble Silver is light all around. The Black Blood Liberator is getting up there in weight, but it has the same scaling as the Suicide Spur, but it has extreme superior drain rating, but it is heavier. And then to an even heavier Dark Veil, we have the Ruinous Chevalier from DLC, and this one is very good for running any kind of dark gifting, and it has exceptional defenses and pretty good resistances all around. It's a really great veil, but it is kind of heavy at 60 pounds. Then the Venus Claw. Now this has kind of a dual purpose kind of a veil, as it has a really good drain attack, a horrible drain rating, but it has fairly decent. I mean, 1293 is nothing, no kind of slouch, but it has really great weight at 19.8 pounds, so just under 20, or 18, and you can even alleviate it and go for a 14.4 pounds, so it can get extremely light for quick builds, and it has a really good dark rating even still. But then if you want the mother of all dark scaling, then you go for the Sub-Zero Shroud, which is from DLC 2, and it has exceptional defenses, really good stats all around in the defensive arena there. But then it has the highest dark scaling in the game, but it's exceptionally heavy. So it's used typically on like Weimer or something like that. I've seen it a lot, but it's a really great dark scaling veil overall. However, we're going to be going for a light kind of a run dash, get heavy damage off and then dash away, and then go for backstabs when we can, go for weapon slashes when we can, and kind of play that kind of game. Now I'm here in the Town of Sacrifices. This is one of the most annoying places in the game. Now the whole thing is that we want to go for as much drain and backstab and everything as we can, while at the same time being quick, so we can do things like this. Now I took that hit there on accident. That was not, you know, on purpose to show anything. And this blast bolt is kind of a quick, just in the moment kind of a cast. It has no real reason for that. So now when we come up to the doggos here, we want to go ahead and get some slash attacks. As you see, we get exceptional damage back on a slash. So we can hit, since blast bolt only costs 5 ichor, we can get exceptional damage out very quick at very cheap, as we you know, do really good damage with our gifts. And once we get Dark Shout going here with our Blood Veil and our gifts and everything active, everything goes much smoother. But as you can see there, we were having some issues, so let's go ahead and try the trial here. Oops. Now that'll kill many enemies, and it'll kill us as well. Okay, so let's get a cast on him. Whoa. There's guys here. Okay. Let's kill that guy. Now we're running out of room here. So let's, oh, and we died. So as you can see, we have exceptional damage output that we can put down range at any distance because of Twilight and Sands of Depravity and Blast Bolt, but we have 0 defenses, 0 staying power, so we have to play a very much distance game. But in the event that we do, now this is really hard in these little tight cramped corridors here, but in the event that we do get an opening to go ahead and cast at some distance, I mean, here's Blast Bolt with Dark Shout, and we'll get a backstab. Now backstabs are not what we want to be going for. See, that kills in 1 shot, and that's great. Oh yeah, it killed, but we only got 5 ichor back, or 4.5 ichor. That's not what we want to be going for. Now if we go for a drain activator here, let's look at the Brionac. We're up to a 4.0 drain rating on our weapon attacks. So that's times 1.8 per attack. So there we're back up to 20, so we want to back up. Hit him with a blast bolt. See, and we get stuck into these corners, and the dogs are just the worst. Now if that touches that dog, it'll kill him. Good. So yeah, we have exceptional drain on an attack. So we definitely want to be going for any kind of just weapon strike when we can, instead of backstabs. So let's go for a Sands of Depravity on the dog. Okay. What? That missed? Okay. Okay. Okay, we need to get some weapon strikes here. There's one. That's good. I get one on that guy. Okay. Now we need another weapon strike. Oh no. So there you go. Like I said, it has exceptional damage, great utility, but as soon as you get into a fight one-on-one, because you have basically zero defenses, and you have not a lot of staying power around, but this can be buffed to, not White Mia, no, to great use when you're adventuring with Eva, because you have such high ichor return throughout the fight that we don't even need Dark Shout. We can just go ahead and pair up with Ephemeral Refrain, and it does the exact same thing as Dark Shout, a little more expensive ichor cost, but this time what we can do is, because we still have expensive gifts, we can utilize Eva to go ahead and help us out. But see, without any of our buffs, we still get three or so Ichor back on weapon attacks. So we'll go for this. We'll go for this, and then go for Ephemeral Refrain. Now you notice that we we can't get our Ichor gifts from Hunting Feast and such up, but we have a really great ability now to get some attacks. And this guy, okay. And now we just will kill enemies in one hit. So we want to go for Blood-Sucking Blades to get more Ichor back. Oh, here's Ninja Man. Oh boy. And that just kills in one shot. And this will kill him. It'll kill anybody down there. Okay, so see, now we need, oh boy, here's this crew. Okay. Oh, geez. So see, we have no weapon damage and no weapon attack. Our weapon attack is completely for Ichor drain only. Now this makes for, you know, a really challenging run. Now we can go even crazier in the damage output on Twilight, and we can go for something like the Ruinous Chevalier. Now we're going to lose our quick mobility, and we can go for even more drain on a backstab. So we can go for really high dark casting here, but we go down to normal mobility, but then we can pair it with a mobility enhancer or go for hasten, and that can also get us up to quick mobility if we need, which we would definitely need because we want to get as quickly as we can around the arena. And we'll have exceptional defenses now. Whoops. Well, not exceptional, but definitely better. And there we go. Okay. So now we are at 20. So let's go ahead and pair up with Eva here and see how fast that casts. I mean, it's just crazy. Okay, let's go for a Drain Activator. There we go. Now we have no Ichor, so we got to get either a backstab or something. Oh, good grief. Oh my goodness. There we go. There's a kill. A bunch of kills. Okay, so let's go ahead and heal. Let's see who's coming around the corner here. Let's kill this guy. Oh. These dogs. Okay. Alright. Let's get around here. So let's get at least one of these guys gone. Okay. Let's get a backstab. So see, there's a lot of running around with this build. There's not a lot of staying power, like I said. Oh, good grief. So yeah, this is why this is such a difficult thing. But in the cathedral, it's an exceptionally fun way to go about playing, simply because of the fact that you can get people down long hallways, and you can laser them down very, very quickly and effectively. So now if we pair up with Mia, we will be able to have extremely quick gifts, and we still have, you know, look at our Ichor drain. These dogs, I just hate the dogs. Them and monkeys, they're the worst. So we need to be doing like one weapon strike and then doing a gift, and then one weapon strike and then doing a gift. So let's go ahead and pair up with Mia. Now we have exceptionally quick gifts, and we have quick mobility now. But we need at least one guy. Okay, we got two. There's a whole bunch of kills right there. I don't know what that glitch was there. So let's get a backstab. Get some more I-Core back. Let's get Sands of Depravity out there. Now we have really good casting, really good I-Core, really good speed. Let's kill the ninja guy. Let's get some attacks on this guy here. Now see, the speed up of Mia's communal there has helped us tremendously. Oh, we got hit. We'll get a backstab here. And because we have the Ruinous Chevalier, we have pretty good staying power. Again, you don't want to do this for any kind of whoop, where did that guy come from? Sorry, Mia. Okay, let's go ahead and, oh boy. These guys are throwing their dynamites. Oh my goodness. So you can see again just the sheer power of this thing and how quickly things can come out, but you definitely need to be aware of, you know, what enemies are where and how you can dodge and what's going on around you, because the minute you lose focus of where the enemies are, yeah, it becomes such a problem. So let's go back to this guy so we can be quick. And in the event that we do get focused, because we're, you know, pros at dodging, we'll get 10 I-Core back on a dodge. So that's, you know, kind of the whole idea of going for this here, is that you can do really good damage, really good drains, and really good gifting in the dark sense. So one attack. Oh, let's get some I-Core back from him. Okay, and we'll start the invasion again. Now again, this invasion is you know, really hard in any ways. You saw in the overkill video how you can kind of go through here, but it is a really difficult challenge, which is why I like it. Let's kill all these guys. Good grief. There we go. Lasers are fun. And this guy just refuses to ever play nice since he has that armoring attack. Okay. Okay. Let's get back up here. Let's kill a bunch of guys down there, hopefully. Let's get this guy. Good grief. Yeah, Ninja-tastic Man is just the worst enemy. He armors through everything. He's like invincible to everything. He, you know, he never has a problem. He's always doing great in his life, which is annoying. Now see there, we got focus, so we got 10 I-Core back, which was great. Okay, we don't mess around with him, so we go ahead and laser him down. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a backstab on this guy. So see, you definitely have to play your distance completely. Otherwise, you're going to be up a creek without a paddle. So they say. Whoops. Okay, here comes the big lady. Now we almost killed her. We can get another blast bolt off and she should die. There's somebody else. Okay. We'll go ahead and pick up the vestige here while we can. So we made it through that time, but you can see that you definitely need to play the distance game. But when you do, and you have enough room between you and the enemy, it becomes a lot of fun to be able to go ahead and laser people down quickly and effectively. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this guy. Oh. There we go. Okay, so it was just that guy stuck on... Now, backstabs again, they kill. That guy was just stuck back there. That's kind of cool. Whatever. Okay, so that should be the end of the events here. Okay. So let's go ahead and do a little more adventuring. We'll go down this way. So you can see that it has great potential. It has great ability. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this guy, because there's a bunch of guys in there. Oh. And again, you definitely need to be playing the distance game. Like, run in, get a hit. Then we got 5 I-Core back. That's more than our backstab almost on 1 weapon strike. So let's get Hunting Feast going. So you want to definitely strike this guy and then hit him with a gift. You don't want to be doing backstabs typically running this, simply because of the fact that you need you need weapon strikes to be doing your damage. See, now here it just becomes a problem that yeah. So when you have a ton of these enemies, I mean, you can pair this up obviously with any kind of dark gifts that you want. I just love the Twilight laser beam. So I go for that because it's so much fun to just laser beam everything, and I like laser beams. So okay, we'll head on over here. And when you pair it up with the accelerated gifts and everything, so see here, I mean that cast is almost instant. It's extremely quick. And when you can do this, and you got 10 I-Core back from getting hit in the face, from getting focused. So let's go ahead and get Blood-Sucking Blades going. Wasn't bad at all, it was horrible. We're just taking the beating here. Now it will become an issue obviously when our consumables run out, that we won't have them anymore. Okay. Let's get some I-Core back. And there you go. So for really easy folk like this, let's go ahead and teleport back. It can be a lot of fun. Can be really easy. Can be really great. Especially at a distance. If you come into someone else's game and you play this way, you will absolutely be a superior support for them. You will wreck everything because the AI of the computer typically goes for the host player. And so you will be free to run around, get your buffs up, get things going from a distance, run in, I mean, look at that. We're getting 7, 8 I-Core back on a just a regular attack. And then when you do get everything off, I mean, you can take down big enemies with super ease. It's not even a problem. And even monkeys are actually good because they don't take a whole lot of damage, so you can fill up. I mean, look, we're already back to full I-Core, and remember, you're not relying on your weapon to actually do damage, but you're using it to simply get I-Core back. Now you can pair it also with the Broadsword Devourer, as that has really good drain rating as well, so that could be an option if you didn't want to use the Brionac. However, it is a pretty slow striking weapon, but that's kind of to be expected. So, and we can just do that. And the pairing of Slash, Pierce, and Crush, you cover all damage types in one grouping of attacks here. So you could switch your Crush to be, one of the big nukes, 10 I-Core beasts. You could switch this up to be one of these guys, Rage of Perkunas, or Baba Yaga's Gaze, or Walpurga's Fire, or Vodnik Mass. You could also go for Elder Contract. That's a good Crush Blood. You could go for some different Crush gifts here, some of these, because their cooldowns are pretty short. Or you could go for Firestorm, or some of these different ones. So let's go ahead and go down this way, and let's try this invasion down here with these guys that are set up hiding in the grass here. Yeah, Mia will kill him. So you can go for different dark gifts that are in the game that give you great ability. But see, again, we get into a fight here and we just go down pretty much instantly because we have very little defense. We also have no stagger built into our weapon, so it has to be kind of a weapon strike from a distance.
You're awake? Can you see me?
And the broadsword, it has really good drain rating, but it doesn't have. I mean, we can't get down to quick mobility unless we go. Yeah, we can't get down to quick mobility at all because we need 52.5, and we're at 52.6. So that's kind of a problem there. That you can't get down to quick mobility for this blood code at least.
Now we're ready.
Okay, so let's go ahead and here. And we'll pick up our haze.
Want to try for an ambush?
Kill that guy.
It's crowded.
So there we go. Now, see, we didn't get the attack, so we have to 1, 2. Okay, we got some Ichor and then dodge back. Now, did she kill this guy? Yes, she killed this guy. Whoa. Okay, now remember, we don't want to do backstabs. We want to do weapon strikes. So let's go ahead and back up here and get a Twilight into her. Now that's good. Now Twilight, it goes up to about 20,000 damage, which is great for us. No, I wanted the dog. There we go. Let's get a Twilight on him, just because we can. Let's pick up the key.
Look, do you see that?
Let's go ahead and heal up. And remember, backstabs are not where it's at with this build. It's kind of the the opposite. I mean, look, that was 5. Yeah, we got really good damage off on the guy, and we almost killed him in 1 hit, but we didn't get any Ichor back, which is what we're going for. But we're going for backstabs also to raise our Ichor cap. So that's another great reason to go for backstabs, but it's not really the reason why you would. Okay. Okay, we'll do this so we can go for Mia's communal here. Now you can drop in here. What is that? Blood sacrifice, if you wanted, but it's not really necessary. I mean, it could help at certain times. Let's get rid of that dog. Okay. Let's get some Ichor back. Oops. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Let's kill him. Now, there's when Twilight is a wonderful gift. When people run into it like that, and they just come around a corner like that, and they don't know what's coming at them. Now we got it. Oh, okay. Oh, where's he going? Come here, you. Let's get a Sands of Depravity off. Let's get some weapon strikes. Okay. Oh no, not this guy. No. Okay. Let's get a oh, wrong. What? That lock on. Oh my goodness, knives in the back. What else? Let's get a Sands of Depravity on that group. That should kill most of them. Okay. These ninja guys and the knives everywhere and everything going on. It's crazy. So let's run over here. Let's get a kill on that guy. Oh boy. Keep an eye on the ninja guy. Okay. We'll go for this guy then. We'll get a backstab on him just to take him down quickly, if we can, and then we'll get a weapon strike. Good. Okay. And let's get Hunting Feast going, and Gift Prowess. Okay, so it's the big lady. Now we can feel free to go ahead and get backstabs on her, if we can, simply because we want to dispatch of her very quickly. And now that Blood Awakening is out, we definitely need to go for more Ichor up. Okay, so not a horrible invasion, but pretty bad for us. But I definitely do really enjoy the
We'll be back in
chaotic,
use.
manic behavior that this kind of ensues, or it induces in you simply because of the fact that you have to play kind of a crazy, wild style. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to keep up with the enemy, and you have to use everything that kind of is coming to you in every way. Um, Simply because of the fact that you can't afford to ever be on the back foot at all. So let's go ahead and get that guy almost dead. Now let's get some I-core back from these doggos. Now once you get up on the dogs, you can kind of make their life miserable by just kind of uh, hacking them down, and they do pretty poorly versus the hacking and slashing once you get on top of them. So let's go ahead and go for this and a drain accelerator. So it's kind of a fun way to put consumables into your builds. Oh, okay. Let's go for a laser, and then a Sands of Depravity on this guy. There we go. So yeah, paired up with Mia is pretty good. Simply because of the fact of the quick nature, the quick speed of how you get your gifts out, and how wide sweeping ranging they are, and then Blast Bolt for kind of a single target kind of a damage there. So I hope you kind of all enjoyed that. And this is kind of Queen's Ribcage is great with Twilight, and it's got pretty good stats across the board, from Dex on up to Willpower. Dex, Mind, and Willpower are pretty good, so you can pair it with a lot of things. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on Queen's Ribcage. I think it's a pretty good blood code, and when you pair it up with different things, I mean, obviously, you can change this and min and max in various different ways, but just as a regular running and adventuring kind of a build, and how do you get big I-core back from some kind of weapon or something to be able to continue running all of these gifts all at one time. And you saw we used Blood Awakening several times, simply because of the fact that we were always kind of at max I-core no matter what we came up against. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you kind of enjoyed that and learned something, and found that useful and helpful for a simple adventuring kind of a build. So we'll talk to you all next time, and have a great weekend.